God damn it, my coffee's hot. Nope. Alright. So this here is MediEvil for the PS1. Submitted by the Yorkie. Our goal here is to beat the game. And we've so far played it for 1 hour and 59 minutes. Don't you frickin' start a cutscene now, game. God damn it. Alright, here we go, I guess. As soon as we're out of this. It's basically PS1 Dark Souls. Nah, not really. I wouldn't call it Dark Souls. The Enchanted Earth. I mean, it's difficult from time to time, I give it that. So I remember we were supposed to like go in here and heal up, because we were really low on health. And there was a health fountain pretty close to where this stage started. I just remember where it was located. It's around here. Over here it is. So you can see we're filling up the green, like, pots at the top of the screen. There we go. That's all I could fill those up. Now we need to get to the like end of the stage so I can pour it out of here. Just need to find a way out. Earth room is required. Okay, I can't run through there. Oh yeah, you got the rune up here. God damn it. Hall of Heroes is equals Firelink Shrine. What now? MediEvil equals Dark Souls. Is there something called a Firelink Shrine in... Oh wait. Wasn't the... I was so certain it was supposed to be here. Yeah. Exactly, I knew it. Now we just need to do some dumb platforming here by the end and we're done. Where's the thing that went to this room? There it is. God damn it. Platforming sucks so bad. It's mostly because it's so difficult to see sometimes. The platform's supposed to be. Yeah, I know. I'm doing my best. All right, so we're out of that area. So now we're out of the world map again, because I only did this small quest here to like increase my maximum health, or my starting health. So now we can go to the scarecrow fields. Where's Unwhere when we need him? I don't know. The scarecrow fields were like the first area that was really difficult. Because this area was a pain. Scarecrows could tank massive amounts of damage. What am I drinking? Coffee. Cheers. Yeah, you too. Damn it. Look at the amount of damage it deals. Grab a few beers. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, but I'll have a beer later as well. Hey, an energy vial. I get the feeling that there's something with these. Oh, I can talk to them? Services, supplies. Enchant sword. Oh, crossbow bolts. Mind if I do? Here. Huh. I had never talked to one of those before, because I was thinking, like, what do I actually need all the money for? There I finally actually find a use case. Beating that thing there without the crossbow is very difficult. Burn.
What the fuck is that?
I walked into a bar and saw it. The lady with me screamed. What the fuck? That's a clever use of a welcome message. point at them.
In the beginning, the universe was created.
What's up,
This made a
bro?
lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
Point at them. No, they put it on fire. Then alright, screw it, I guess. I hate it that they give you like camera controls and then don't. Because you can't really control your camera as much as you'd like. Let's not empty the energy source. Maybe it like replenishes if we don't empty it completely. For the scarecrows, you need to get them like on the other side of something like this, so you can hit them with them without them hitting you. Sure, Liseberg? Gee, that lucky kid. For those who don't know, Liseberg is a huge amusement park in Sweden. Alright, so it doesn't replenish. This is about where I started to have troubles last time, if I recall correctly. Kolkatura, the Serpent Lord, yearns to fight alongside you, but has been captured by Zara concealed within a chest. Free this mighty spirit and earn a powerful ally. I thought they closed those down? Why would they? Maybe it's not... I think there's like Liseberg and Gröna Lund are the two I know of in Sweden. There used to be a few more, but... Do not linger in the corn. Ah, that's probably what killed me last time I was playing this stage. I remember just suddenly dying, seemingly for no reason at all. It was probably due to residing in a cornfield for too long. These fields are home to many mad machines, yet the most bizarre of them is housed within this barn. Skara Sommarland. Isn't that more of a water park? Is it an amusement park as well? Maybe it is. I don't actually know. There, I died. There, I had full health and then I suddenly just died. And I saw some kind of like projectile heading towards me inside of the... or in the cornfields. The corn cutter machine is missing a part. The cog fell off this miracle of modern agriculture and hasn't worked since. I sort of get the feeling that I can ride this thing in the end. If I can just get it to work again. I guess I need to find that missing cog somewhere. You saw that line there, or like the lighting effect in the cornfield. I'm pretty sure that's what kills you if it gets close to you. I'm definitely supposed to do something with this. I mean, you can put those on fire, but... like, then what? I can't put the cornfield on fire. I'm guessing you're supposed to put something on fire, but I don't know what. Jesus. That's gonna insta-kill me, right? Yep. What? Dumb. You can duck? How? I don't remember. Oh, the shield button. Yeah, right. It's so intuitive that the shield button is also the duck button. Wait, what's happened? What happened with my camera angle? Alright, so voting open. That's what's happened. Get your votes in, folks. Shall we continue to play MediEvil? Get your votes in, folks. Get your votes in. Don't knock twice. Annihilation and Anon. Oh. So were they, or rather, which one was the best one of those? Like, would you recommend any of them? It gives you the moon rune. We're running here. Annihilation was the one you liked the best. Alright. I know nothing of any of those movies. I haven't heard of them. I hope Kid enjoyed Liseberg. Right, so we voted to continue. That was actually faster than with the hammer. Somehow. The sword must deal more damage than the hammer, I guess. I just assumed the hammer dealt more damage because it's so much slower. So you'll be back at around 11. Ah, gee. They had a long day, yeah? Two of those scarecrows. Oh yeah, the dragon that you pick up probably kills those off. Yeah, that one takes care of them. I still get Goblet refill from the kills from the dragon. That's good. Some money. Shit. While this is a pretty cool idea, given how difficult it is to navigate in this game, like precision movement is difficult. That sort of makes this cornfield not that good an idea. I guess a lot of that problem actually comes with the difficulty of manipulating the camera. It is really hard to get the camera to do what you want. The camera is slow somehow. Oh, the camera has inertia. I think that's the problem. Chalice can now be collected. Only I knew where the hell to go here. A duck! Oh, there's something over there. Double tapping is a horrible mistake around here. Darkest dungeon? Yeah, darkest dungeon is really stressful. Come on. You duck? Alright, you can't duck. Duck and move? Nope. Wish I could rotate the camera to a better position here. Why did the game turn so difficult all of a sudden? Fuck. Party shit, basically. Sorry to hear that. You can't cheese this, I guess. Of course they thought about that. Where the hell are you supposed to reside here? I agree, the camera is really, really troublesome. Oh! Oh, okay, it at least didn't insta-kill you. Found harvester part. Sweet. So now we just need to get back. Jesus. Oh. Oh, so I can leave now. Or I can get back and get the special. Fuck it. I know I was supposed to not go for the specials, but come on. You just have to, right? No, 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 no. No, okay, it just damages you. Yeah, at least it's not an N64. That's right. Man. Yeah, the early 3D games really suffered from not really knowing how to handle, like how to manage everything. There were a lot of really good concepts and ideas back then. But man, the execution. The execution. Holy shit. Alright, so how do I do this now? Never played MediEvil 2? Oh, I haven't either. What do you mean, dirt? Come on, be a friend. Yeah, bro, goddammit. There we go. I'm guessing it cut a new path somewhere. Yep. Ah, so I can collect the chalice. Oh, and these are the shops. Right, right. I just need to make it back there again. Jesus. Like the frickin'. Alright, stay there. No, stay. Just a little bit to the right, please. Ah, shit. What? I hit it from the wrong side and died.
Thank you.
No, 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 no. Oh, thank you for the follow there. Very much appreciated. Make sure to check out my website as well. Make your own game submissions. We live for the viewer submissions around here. This game here, for example, is submitted by this Yorkie, whom you can actually see in chat. If you're curious about what we've done before, you want to see one of your own games, exactly. If you want a chance at winning a raffle, get your own game played. Fuck this. Wait, what am I doing here? Hey, Frush! How's it going?
Pumpkin Gorge, dead ahead. The nursery to Gallowmere's favourite side dish. Step inside and understand the true horror of fruit gone bad.
No, I was on vacation, Bruges. I had 3 weeks of summer vacation. Went to the northern parts of Sweden and basically had no internet for 3 weeks. More or less. Every now and then we had some, but no steady source.
Gaining allies in the Hall of the Heroes is the way forward. Hack, choppity chop. Off with a few zombies' heads, and it thinks it can redeem itself in battle. You still have a long way to go to rank as the best.
That head is so mean.
By God, Fortescue, you must be the luckiest corpse ever to walk the face of the earth. I have something here I can lend to you. Take it or leave it, but remember, I'm only doing this for the sake of Gallomir's doomed population, and not for you, you gangly buffoon!
Oh, money! Not even a lot of money. But you have to go through all of these halls of heroes. Unless you can't move on to the better equipment. Like this sword I have here. This sword is awesome. And I got it here earlier in one of my visits. And like the permanent club is one of them too. This would have been immensely more troublesome weren't it for the Hall of Heroes equipment I picked up. Pumpkin Gorge. I don't even know where to go. I know this game is pretty large. There's a lot of stages. Can you destroy them? Nope. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with the I got what was it? Chicken legs from a witch earlier. I don't know what to do with them. Get out of here. And everything lags. I don't even know what enchanting my sword does, but let's try it. I'm guessing it deals more damage. No. Oh, it takes down by time. Well, then I might as well use it as much as I can. So running this way seems to to raise it. So enchanting your sword was a really bad deal, apparently. How the hell could they release a game that lags so much? Oh, I probably can't walk in here, can I? Oh, I could. That was a pretty cool angle, I must say. I don't get any any chalice progress from killing the mini pumpkins. It appears they have to be sentient. Up and down these magical mushrooms go. They will take you higher and higher, but be careful not to fall and sink without a trace. The fact that I can't swim is much more annoying than I'd like to admit. It's more or less where most of this game's difficulty comes from. The fact that I sink like a rock. Oh, this is where I came from. It's just that it's so difficult to control your camera. Kinda glad they lock the camera more or less while you're doing the platforming. Fuck. It doesn't muck around too much. But like this camera angle here is pretty annoying. New silver shield. Oh, a shortcut. Oh well. I'm not doing that platforming part again. God damn it. Tricked me. Bastards. I think that's more the emulator actually that's losing its shit. There we go. Oh, the paths. I guess what confuses me is I don't get why this game is so demanding on the emulator. It's not like it's particularly demanding. stage is already over?
All bow down before the master of the vegetable patch, the prize-winning plant who can summon an army of cabbage with a wave of his noble tendril. He's delicious, he's nutritious, he's Zarok's secret recipe. He's the Pumpkin King.
Alright. Here's the end of the stage. Feels like I've missed a lot. Maybe we should skip all of Heroes for this stage, because we didn't find anything at all. It feels like I'm like way behind. I must have missed a lot of stuff. Let's just save progress and continue. Couldn't I go exactly? I can go. I should be able to go diagonally right. Sleeping Village. I'm guessing everyone got enchanted.
Poor villagers. The master possesses them. It mustn't hurt them. Hurt guards, though. They seek out an object of great power.
What do you mean I mustn't hurt them? What if they attack me? The crucifix once stood here, but the mayor took it. Find a replacement and see how the church should really look. Ah, so I should find a crucifix and put here, I guess. Old Man Willie Green of Gallowtown is awarded a smithy of this season by our readers. His outstanding casts have produced many intricate and hard-wearing iron goods and sculptures. Willie only uses the finest of metals in his work, and is particularly noted for his magnificent busts. Old Man Willie was quoted as saying, "Aye, when I get pumpkin on me bellows, there's no stopping me. It's all in the rhythm, up and down, up and down. I've always been inspired by the sort of Stainer Ironhue, the greatest smith that ever was." I'm guessing you're supposed to light this somehow. I need to put something there first, probably. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm not allowed to hurt the villagers. rune key is held aloft by the flow of water from the fountain. I may have to wait for the next draught. I see something behind all of this, maybe? Well, how close is that one? Well, that is not the moon rune. That's another one. There's the moon rune. Just find the animes. I don't think I get that reference. Earth rune is required. Bust of Mr. Shanks, landlord of Troll's Head. Clean the statue lower pedestal. So how do I do that? I must have gotten a club for a reason. The earth rune is required here, and the earth rune is above me. In here. Landlord's bust. Alright. We're getting somewhere.
Hurry, comrades, tear this place apart. If we don't find the shadow artifact, Lord Zarek will have us mocking out the demons for the next millennium.
Those there I can fight. Your antiquarian is dead. Sorry to hear that. back here again. Rumors of Jesus. In addition to being the strongest man who ever lived, Steiner Ironhue was unsurpassed in his skill as a blacksmith. He was equally happily pounding on his anvil at home as he was pounding on someone's head in battle. It was said it was only fear was the end of the village smithy as the focus of manufacturing in favor of more centralized units. Born a humble peasant to one of the nomadic tribes from Esterlands, Bloodmonath Skullcleaver gathered an army of horsemen and swept over half the civilized world. When he finally died, attempting a single-handed attack on a garrison in the north, while armed only with a spike on his helmet, he was the richest, most powerful peasant of this day. Karl Sterngard spent most of his formative years under siege at his family castle. With his impregnable magic shield, Sterngard's motto was, "The best form of attack is defense." Sadly, his shield couldn't protect him against poor eating habits, and he died during a post-battle feast by swallowing a large sausage he had failed to chew. Truly, the hero's hero, Wooden the Mighty, was fearless, single-minded, and uncompromising. Unbeaten in combat, he inspired raw fear in friends and enemies alike, not to mention close family members and pets. Trained from birth in all form of combat, Imanzi Shongama was the warrior queen of a tribe of Amazons. The bold and the beautiful Shongama banished all males from her territory except the handful she kept on to mow the lawn of her people. A full-time mother and homemaker, Megwayne Stormbinder, had to defend her settlement from barbarian raiders while the menfolk were away on a hunting trip. She fought off repeated attacks armed with only a pitchfork and a rolling pin and with one arm holding her baby. Legend has it that the gods, impressed by her indomitable courage, intervened and added thunderbolts to her arsenal. She won the battle with a couple of bolts to spare on her husband when he finally returned. Dirk Steadfast was a fearsome opponent thanks to his magic sword and a firmly held belief that only women defend themselves, real men are always on the attack. He was a friend and contemporary of Karl Sterngard and was with him even at the end. It was while Steadfast was explaining his view on Sterngard's shield during the feast that the latter had this tragic and inexplicable accident. Descended from the finest Centaur bloodstock, Raven Hooves the Archer was the last prince of his people. A proud and haughty aristocrat, he was an accomplished hunter, sportsman, duelist, playboy, ranketer, and 3 times Derby winner. Captain of the militia in the time of King Peregrine, Sir Daniel Fortescue found fame when he killed the renegade wizard Zarok. The career soldier raised in the royal household, he was adored by the men under his command and renowned for his loyalty to Galamir. It was said that Fortescue was always destined for greatness, with his squire jaw, steady gaze, and thick stock of hair. As black as the raven's wings, he looked every inch the hero. Was that just all the other books in one book? I think so. Oh. Jesus. I don't have the patience to read all of this. A good soul has been lost. Right. I can live with that. Alright, so this bookshelf here is definitely movable. Question is just how. doesn't seem to indicate that there's something around here to move it with. Unless I'm supposed to burn it, but I don't think so. I couldn't light it. Oh, you could just smack dab it, I guess. To whom it may concern, I must make haste, those Zarg's men will be here within the hour. Tasting the crucifix from the church is key to a key. I used the cross to make the attached cast, and then I had it destroyed. It is my hope that the cast falls into the hands of a just and good hero. Signar, the town's mayor. So now we have the cast, and we have raw material. Now I think we can visit the smithy to build our own. Where's the smithy? There it was. Go. Safe key. Oh, alright. Dear sir or madam, on my travels across Gallowmere, I come across many mysterious and enchanting finds. However, that which was filled me with the deepest dread was the discovering of the tomb of the Shadow Demons. The key to their dank prison, the mysterious Shadow artifact, is now in my possession. The dress-wearing bully boy Zarok will stop at nothing to retrieve this item. I fear that he already knows it is I who possess it. Yours, fearfully, the town mayor. Oh, so the Shadow artifact is around here. Alright, I don't want to kill any more people. I don't have a shield, do I know? So I need to kill like 2 enemies more somewhere. Somewhere. Well, at least there's a couple of more enemies over there. That's good. Question's just, where is the Shadow artifact? This thing looks so suspicious. That's the way to the rest of the town. Jesus. That's also the way to the town. Wait, did I run an entire lap around? No. I must have. Yes. Ah, this sword is pretty oversized. Oh fuck. Oh, that shit doesn't deal any damage at all, apparently. I don't want to fight these things. Alright, so shall we continue to play MediEvil? Get your votes in, folks. Get your votes in. Where am I supposed to use this save key? Hey guys, we've passed 600 hours. Whoop. Man, I didn't even notice. Theory with the way you must be right. You must be right, Wrigglesloth. Has to be the way it is. 600 on my say wasted is a bit of a strong word, don't you think? Questionably spent is probably a better way of putting it. 600 hours? No. My entire like stream challenge. My entire stream challenge. We play viewer submissions here. I've spent 600 hours playing viewer submissions. Not in this game alone. Often other games retro. A clear majority of the time. Clear majority of the time. Like I have a set of systems that are like safe to submit stuff for, and most of them are pre-2000. I guess you can also answer a question in that case, Penguin. How many people on their deathbeds have you met? And like, how many of them were young? Because young people probably regret it. Young people probably wish they did more stuff like that, like traveled and whatnot. But older people tend to wish that they spent less time working and traveling and now maybe not traveling, but spent less time or spent more time doing what they really wanted, such as playing games. At least that's my experience. A guy with cancer who said he wished he played more Hearthstone. The game handles really poorly when you run towards the camera. It seems to lag out a lot when you do it. That's probably how he got cancer. Ooh, that's dark. That's really dark. No, it's not. I don't have a capture device for my PS1. Unfortunately, I can't capture that one. Pirate Scum? No, of course I'm using an actual game, you know, but I need an emulator to run it.
Dan, tell me, what's a warrior queen gotta do to meet someone like you?
That face.
Don't be shy, baby. I've seen you giving me the eye. You may be weak and feeble like old men, but I like you, Daniel. Oh, I love a man who doesn't talk back. I think if you return, I may take you for my husband. Now listen up, sugar. Your bow and arrows are fine for itty-bitty jobs, but if you want to pack some serious heat, you should take this spear. Think of me when you throw it.
Wait, if you get a PS3 capture card and get an original PS3 with an inbuilt PS2 hardware, and do the fan swap, you will be able to stream PS1, PS2 and PS3 games. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that actually. But I only need to be able to stream PS1 games. I don't do PS2 or PS3. PS2 and PS3 is too modern for me. The only other like modern games I do, or the modern games I do, is the occasional Steam game. Otherwise, like Dreamcast is the most modern console I allow. Asylum grounds. So let's go to the pumpkin serpent. Oh, interesting. It's really good to know though, should I need that. In pumping sleep, you win an audience with the regal plant, you should mash all of his pod sacks. No, it's too modern for me. Too modern is a very relative term. I didn't call it like objectively modern, it's just too modern for my stream. Jesus, camera. Just joking. You never know with people on the internet. Some people get upset by the strangest things. People get upset by the strangest things.
Greetings, kind sir. I am the Pumpkin Witch. I'm like a mother to those pumpkins. I give them all the love and care a young fruit could ever ask for. From the moment they first push a shoot above the soil, right up until their heads are cut off and eaten. And look, see how they repay me, running around and causing mischief. That nasty old big pumpkin has a bad influence on the young seedlings. If you teach him a lesson in manners, I might give you a nice present.
You have an old PS3 already, not the 60GB one with the PS2 hardware. all PS3s can place. Oh wow. Man, I didn't know that. Wait, what quest did you give me? I didn't listen. Fuck. Now what did she say at the end? It has a smoothing option, which is probably the best anti-aliasing in the market, including emulators. That makes the game pop. It's one of those dreams of mine. When I have like a bigger place somewhere, I'd like to set up all the original hardware and just be able to stream them all. Like I have a NES, or I have an 8-bit Nintendo, I have a Super Nintendo, I have an N64. I have a Sega Genesis, I have an Amiga 500 lying around. As said, I have a PS1 and I have a PS2 and I have a PS3. I have so many systems. I want to get a Saturn too. I really want to get a Saturn. I'd like to have capture cards for all of them. That'd be great. That'd be so awesome if I could do that somewhere in the future. I know it's a pain, but it's cool, right? It's so cool. I'm not doing this for stuff to be convenient. I'm doing this for the fun of it. I wouldn't write my own bots and stuff if I wanted to be convenient, right? Jesus, the amount of time I've spent on writing these bots. I don't know the exact number, but I have something around like 250 commits on my desktop bot, and I think I have like 150 commits on my server bot. Though like commit numbers doesn't really matter when you're talking about how much time you've spent coding on something. That's true, but still, you know. I hear you though, Penguin. It's if I was doing all of this for convenience, then fuck real hardware, to be honest. It's just not worth the hassle in that case. A lot of this I do is simply because I like the experience. It gives me good practice to like set up everything and like connect stuff and make stuff work left and right. It's been incredibly good experiences. And a lot of my, like, one of the reasons I got my current job is because I could show off so much work I've done in my spare time coding stuff. When I kill these, I can fill up the grail or the chalice. 91. Now the PS4 pad is, like, from people I've talked to, been trying to use it. Many of them have reported issues with it. But I'm using a PS3 pad at the moment, and I really like it. In my opinion, it's one of the better controllers ever made.
A most edifying spectacle, sir. Man and vegetable in a magnificent duel to the death. Oh, I've come over all of a doodah. Here, have this lovely dragon gem as your reward. Oh, lovely, majestic creatures dragons are.
Alright, so we found the dragon gem. Now we just need to find the chalice. Wherever that one is. If I was a chalice, I'd hide over there. Perfect. I think I have everything at maximum health as well. I just need to find our way out of here. The adapter does do PS3 as well, so if all fails I can do that too. Ah, that's good. I've actually just plugged my PS3 controller straight into the computer. It seems to work pretty well most of the time. I've had a few instances it's been difficult.
Look at you running around in your bones, Fortescue. You're so nouveau dead. I, Ravenhooves, last prince of the centaurs, have not galloped the earth in over 10,000 years. Do yourself a favor, Fortescue. Take my longbow, more powerful than a crossbow. The option of flaming arrows, it is truly the weapon of noblemen.
Jesus, who made this voice acting?
Congratulations! You don't quite have my breeding, Mr. Johnny-come-lately, but there's hope for you yet.
Jesus. We found a longbow. It doesn't use the same ammo. Oh well. I can do with that. There's an adapter made in Taiwan that works there. Ah, that's sweet. So I got the dragon gem now. I don't really know what to do with it, but we got it. For some reason. Oh, I didn't mean to press enter. That became even more fun in that case. I can do the Shadow Demon side quest, or we can do the Asylum Grounds. Let's do the side quest first. The Enchanted Earth. I was wondering what you meant with that works there, but like I figured he probably meant something around that. I can just hold it down. You use the PS3 and PS4 controllers on the PS2. Oh, that's pretty cool. I guess the ever-pressing question in that case is, what about delays? Because adapters tends to add a little bit of delay. I mean, if it's just a few milliseconds, it doesn't matter. A human can't react to that anyway. Yes, calm down, doggo. The lag is in milliseconds. Yeah, alright, then it doesn't matter. I've always felt... Maybe I'll start a flame fest here, but... whatever. This thing with like monitors, where you have like 5 millisecond monitors and then someone claims that they have a 2 millisecond monitor and it's so much better. I don't think people know what they're talking about when it comes to that. It's like, there's a difference in 3 milliseconds. 3 milliseconds. Most games render each frame for 16 milliseconds. Believe me, you can't notice 3 milliseconds. And if you could, it would probably be the best dragster racer of all time. You can and I do. Really? Man, Sharpie, I don't know if you're trolling me here. Hard to tell. I think you are. There's also ghost movement on fast moving games. Alright, so maybe there's something else related to it. But I have a very hard time believing that people... If it was a matter, like, say you were playing... I don't know if people remember the age-old... There's this age-old game for DOS called Draw. I think it was existed on other games too. But basically, with two gunmen facing one another, and when the text "Draw" came up, you had to press a button as fast as possible, and never press the button first one. If that game was playable by 2 people concurrently, one of them played on a 2 millisecond monitor, and another one on a 5. So there's a difference in 3 milliseconds. I don't think the one get a blurry effect. But then it has to be something else. It can't be like the time from when the draw buffer is filled to the time when the draw buffer is displayed on the screen. There has to be something else in that case. Because it can't be a solely timing based issue.
None shall enter. The shadow demons are in.
Yes, I know. I have the shadow artifact. If there's something else involved, then sure. Then I'll accept that it makes a difference. But if it's just a matter of reaction time, I have a very hard time believing that 3 milliseconds make a difference. You must take Unholy Relic, but it allows you to progress through Shadow Demon territory. Shadow, Wind... Anything else? There has to be a puzzle of some kind there. starts to add up. What? Fire, wave, puff, spiral. Starts to add up. Yeah, I mean, so if you play on a retro game, or like say you emulate a retro console on on a PC, and yeah, you're upscaling or you're using some kind of like filtering, and you're displaying it in a modern TV, then yes, I give you that every millisecond counts because they add up pretty quickly. I guess. I mean, I shouldn't say that I know that it doesn't matter, because I don't. It's just that it's so hard for me to comprehend, because I've seen, like when I code stuff and I output something 10 times a second, it's nigh impossible to even react to how fast the text is scrolling past. There's just too much stuff going on. I do agree that you can react to a 1 frame trick. That's pretty manageable after a while. But like 2 milliseconds? There's 16 milliseconds a frame. I mean, most FPS games even doesn't progress the logic more often than every frame. I do agree on the giving you every advantage you can. That probably, like, it probably adds up in that case. It's like the micro optimizations you do on a car. Like on a car, you optimize a certain like nuts and bolts. When you optimize the weights of a nut, it doesn't really matter. But if you do this on 100 nuts and on 100 different bolts and on every spring and whatnot, it actually adds up to a couple of kilos. So then, sure. Everything that is below the reaction speed of a human is not relevant. 1 frame ticks are not reactions. They are movement you know has to happen in advance. I guess when it comes to speedrun strats and stuff, it's mostly about knowing the timing by heart. So what am I supposed to do with this thing here? You need 4 frames to pull off, and it's so close that 5 frames and you fail. You're going to have a hard time. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I got it. I don't even remember what the actual combination was in the end, but we tried a couple and we eventually got it. Hi, Gao. I'm sort of in the middle of a conversation where I'm way above my head. Or I'm way in above my head. Found the Shadow Talisman. Can't collect that one yet. Game even time of day, but most of what I do when I play competitively is based off of knowledge and prediction. I could play the game of an 8-year-old laptop and still get fairly high rank. Oh, you did? Yeah. To progress through the Shadow Demon territory. Alright. Oh yeah, that part. Yeah, so I guess that's one of the reasons. Like, it doesn't really matter for me. I could probably have a freaking 20 frame monitor and it wouldn't matter. I'm just not good enough when it comes to reaction-based games.
What have you done? Once again, the shadow demons are wreaking havoc across the land, and it's all thanks to you. The single most destructive and wretched creatures in the history of the world, and you've given them an early parole. They will be heading for the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Gallowmere is doomed.
Jesus, these things can take a beating. I guess that's like, it's sort of why I had the conversation to begin with, because I have been gaming for so long, and sure, like if I have, so I played Mega Man on the V Virtual Console, and that game actually lags quite a lot. On the V Virtual Console, you had like 2 or 3 frames of input delay, and it was horribly obvious. Like, I couldn't play the game. I just couldn't. It wasn't possible. I guess that's true too, Sharpie. We've just adapted by now. Jesus, this camera. But like trying to play Super Mario World on an emulator, I think it's incredibly difficult. I actually thought I needed the Shadow Talisman to get past here. Really thought that was what I was missing. Apparently not. Shit. I'm only 52% up. How the hell are you supposed to fill that chalice on this stage? Isn't like most CRTs actually faster than modern TVs? I think I've heard that somewhere. Star Rune is required.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for the follow there, Regal. Much appreciated. Supplies. Jesus. Standard arrows, crossbow bolts. What's up, Barra? How you doing? What am I supposed to use this demon amulet for? I thought it was to cross by here. I was completely... Oh. I was so certain that was going to be the case. Motion sickness. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Up, up. I can't escape the back way out of here. God damn it. What's up, Canola? Sort of like when I played Duke Nukem 3D not too long ago on this channel, and I got so motion sick by that. Holy hell! It took me a while to adapt. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I mean, Duke Nukem 3D is still... Duke Nukem 3D is still a really good game, actually. I was surprised by how well it actually functions still. Don't play ukulele. Is it that horrible? I mean, oh, there it is. God damn it. I pressed jump. You can see my circle input there. You can fucking see it. God damn it. Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Yeah, that game was awesome. Oh. I thought Ukulele's entire marketing ploy was that it was a rip-off of Banjo-Kazooie. Wasn't that their selling point, more or less? God damn it. I can see why people like Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is a really good game, in my opinion. Shit. There you go. Die. Huh. Well, I've never played Yooka-Laylee myself, so I can't really say anything. But I've heard people say something about the similar, that it had the heart in the right place, but it just didn't hit its head on the nail. Oh my, it's even a disaster of a game. Jesus, that's worse than I expected. I thought it was made by really competent people. People who like really knew what the hell they were doing. It was clear that the reason Rare was shelved was because they lost their time. Competent people who make terrible games. Yeah, that's actually unfortunately true. Just look at Richard Garriott. So unfortunate. Like, Richard Garriott is really good at what he does. The problem is he doesn't know when to stop. So now I can collect the chalice. I just need to find... Maybe back there. Fight essential personnel because of in-house politics. Tried to ride the oh yeah, the social bandwagon. You know, politics. One of those. One of those. But like Rare was... When Rare was good, holy shit, Rare was good. What's the chalice again? Why did I go back here? Oh yeah, it was down here. I mean, Rare made many of my favorite N64 titles. Which game, Regal? Which game are we talking of? And I think so too, Canola. I think it's about like you love and cherish what you grew up with. It doesn't really matter, because like someone who's in 30 years.
Back and forth like a supernatural yo.
Oh, Viva Pinata. Oh yeah, I missed it.
Will make it hard to find those
Pocket Paradise.
egg
Ah.
cups.
I never heard of that game. Based on a mediocre kids show.
Hey, Mr. Fortisque, I want to talk with you. This Zorak so bad. Why'd you get to go back? Why'd you of all people, Fortisque? It should be I, Blood Monatha, Skull Cleaver. When I lived, always I had a pile of slain strewn around me. You spend most of your time organizing and changing of the guard and playing croquet with the king. Still, I lend you my axe. You a swinker, you a
Like I saw-
broker. She thirsts for a slaughter as much as I.
I saw a post on Reddit the other day. They talked about...
Deep of demon
There was a
blood,
young,
my
a pretty young guy
beauty.
who said something about like FPS games are so horrible. They're not original at all. They're boring. It's nothing like the golden era of FPSs when Halo 3 came out and Modern Warfare 2 came out. And that post made me think like that's not what I would call the golden era of FPS games. To me, the golden era was already over by then. But that was his golden era. That was his Half-Life. That was his Quake. That was his Duke Nukem 3D. And yeah, Shadow Warrior. Oh god, that game's so good. No, but so like that's... I can sort of see where he's coming from, because that's probably his first exposures to these kinds of games. So first exposures where they're like, to him it seemed like every game that came out around then was amazing, because those were the games he experienced. Those were the games that were new, so those were the games he got. That was his first experience with these kinds of games, and that's why they were so mind-blowing. At least that's what I like to think. And Regal is onto a very good thing here. There are some genres that are far better today than they were 15 years ago. Like RPGs is a pretty good example. Sure, there's a few really good ones. Like Final Fantasy VII is pretty good, I give it that. Final Fantasy VI is pretty good too. I love Secret of Mana because I grew up with it, and I love Chrono Trigger for what it is. But if you look at the like more active RPGs, such as like Witcher 3 and Nier Automata, there's nothing to compare to those kinds of games that are 20 years old. That's an entirely new genre. Or maybe it's like it's a mix of like Final Fantasy and Zelda. But it's just so good. It's so good. Yeah, combat in RPG has gotten so much better. None of that dumb turn-based slow ass. Like Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX is probably the worst era of RPG combat. Holy hell, it was so slow. Legit 8 turn-based combat. I can live with it if it's fast. Like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Lufia 2 specifically. Those are pretty good because the combat is fast-paced. Like it's really quick. You press a button, bam, it's over. Nothing more. No long-ass animations and everything. I despise the summon animations from Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy VII. 7 was sort of fine, most of them were pretty short, but 8 and 9, god damn it was so long. Every fight took like 10 minutes. Just because you were looking through the same animation again and again and again. Let's first seek out the one called Jack of the Green. Can I kill this thing? Yep. That's so it's pretty funny if you play RPG, like turn-based RPGs on an emulator and can fast forward, then it's pretty good. Then it's actually pretty good. Alright everyone, so voting is open. If people are new here, some people probably are, this is how we decide, like, should we keep playing this game? The end goal is to beat the game. That's what Dasiorki submitted as the goal of this game. However, maybe people don't have the patience or don't think it's interesting to watch anymore. Then we have a voting. Shall we continue?
I am the master of riddles, and this maze is my domain. You are free to leave, but only once you've answered 4 riddles. Puzzles so fiendishly difficult, so perplexingly complex, that no man has ever solved them. Ha ha ha. Now, try my first riddle. At night they come without being fetched. By day they are lost without being stolen.
Wait, what? By night they come without being fetched. By day they're gone without being stolen. Well, stars? Probably. So how do I communicate that?
At night they come without being fetched. By day they are lost without being stolen.
Yes, alright. So that's probably stars, but like then what?
At night they come without being...
Yeah, I get it. The DOS answer to Mario and Sonic. Ah. Well, I've never played any of the Commander Keen games myself, so I don't know. Need to find all the stars. Keen is a word for being excited and something in Australia. Well, if you're keen on something, it means you like it, I guess. I think so. Though I'm no native English speaker, so But saying I'm pretty keen on that, doesn't that mean you appreciate it, like it, something like that? I'm not keen. I'm not excited. Yeah, exactly. Are you from Sweden? Alright, have you read that somewhere? Because people keep pointing that out, like asking me directly, are you from Sweden? Without ever giving me any like direct reason why. Some people say it's like in here from my accent, and sure, that might be the case, but like, why is it so easy to hear? Why is it so easy to detect?
Well done, Sir Knight, but my star riddle was but a trifle. I always like to begin with an easy one. Return hither. You will not find my next conundrum so simple.
Why is it so easy to hear that I'm from Sweden and not from, say, Norway?
I live for laughter. I live for the crowd. Without it, I am nothing.
Right, I live for laughter, I live for the crowd. Without it, I am nothing. I can't tell. Oh, poor canola. No one lives in Norway? Maybe that's right. Without it, I am nothing. What? I live for laughter, I live for the crowd. Without it, I am nothing. The answer is a comedian. I live for laughter, I live for the crowd. No. Trees? Not trees. Like I first said, you kind of reminds me of how he spoke before super loud hyper times. before he started playing horror games. I'm no PewDiePie expert, to be honest. Norway and Sweden have very similar accents. Yeah. But I've never been asked if I'm from Norway. But I guess... what? Without it, I am nothing. What the fuck is going on here? Show the clown you care by surrounding him with a smile. I'm guessing spinning some of these. Is it time-based? No, it's not. There's something else. Yeah, I get it, Canola. This here puzzle makes absolutely no sense. I remember the first level of Tomb Raider 2. I also had like incredible amounts of problems. What? What is it that decides if these things spin or not? Is it an area? It seems like it. What the fuck? Let's have everything one step from being in the right position. How do I hit everything at once now? Can I do that somehow? There we go.
Right. Yes, it was a clown. Very clever, I'm sure.
What?
Return in haste, Sir Knight, for I wish to see the despair on your face when you hear my next cryptic puzzler.
But wait, I live for laughter, I live for the crowd. Without it, I am nothing. A clown. Without a clown, I am nothing. What? How does this really make any sense? Don't worry, Canola, I don't get it either. Oh, it was a who am I?
Face like a tree, skin like the sea, a great beast I be, yet vermin frighten me.
Face like a tree, skin like the sea. It's an elephant. Face like a tree, it's a trunk. Skin like the sea. I don't really get that one, but it's grey, I guess. Are elephants blue? Alright, somehow. I'm a something beast, yeah. Yet vermins frighten me. Of course it's an elephant. How do I find an elephant? Yeah, same here actually. Here the thing that vermins frighten you, like it has to be an elephant. Question is just, where do we find an elephant? Elephants are blue and salty. Yeah, freaking elephants, they're always ruining all the fun with their salty ass attitude. There would be much more elephants around if they could just have a sense of humor. But no, salty ass fuckers. Always complaining. There he is. I feel like that freaking chalice. Get over there, mice. Alright. Now what? Can I like shove any of these around? No. Chicken drumsticks. My plan is to scare the bush. Yeah, it is. Why doesn't that make sense? Has to be something in these holes then. Nope. No. Alright, so I know it's an elephant, but then what? Do you say anything more of use?
Face like a tree.
Nope. So what are we supposed to do over here? I've seen Beyond Skyline and it sucked. Oh well. Wait, something is ruffling inside there. See that? Or is that just shitty texture mapping? Climb it? No. Can't rotate the camera to see any more of it. Right, so what am I supposed to do here? Puzzles. Aren't they fun? I mean, the rats has to be here for a reason, right? Oh wait, should I maybe remove them? Can I kill the rats somehow? So that the elephant can get over here? I can't run on them, step on them. Did you throw chicken at the elephant? No, I didn't. You try lighting the elephant on fire? I don't know what the chicken's for, actually. I just know I have chicken. And I tried to use the chicken to lure the mice, but it didn't work. I can't find a fire source. What's the floating thing next to the elephant? Floating thing? What floating thing? Oh, the chalice. This here thing. If I manage to kill stuff enough so that the chalice icon on the top right goes to 100, then I can collect that thing and reach the bonus stage after I complete the stage. That's what it is. Spam interacts with the elephant's face. Yeah, I tried to. Like, get out of here, mice. Oh my, Morricane with a 10 viewer host. Much appreciated there, Morricane. Damn it! What am I supposed to do? Here, I have a club. See this? Move something? Or is there something I'm supposed to pick up somewhere that scares mice, maybe? How do you get in behind there? Because I feel like the vermin frighten me has to matter somehow. It has to be a clue. Other than it's an elephant that we're looking for. Why is there a fish here? Oh my god, what's that? Chaos Rune? Huh. Well, maybe that might help, I guess. Oh, I wonder if I can find like cheese somewhere to lure them away. That would sort of make sense for this kind of game. Hey, Morricane, how you doing? Long time no see. Thank you very much for the host, much appreciated. What have you been playing this fine day? What? Oh, I have a mouse with me now. Where'd you go? I'm playing Kid Icarus. Did you get any far? Isn't that game like stupidly difficult? What? The fuck? It's hardest in the beginning. Oh, really? And an hour on stage 1-3. Jesus. Like, I remember it being difficult, but I didn't really remember in which way or where or anything like that. Come on now, mouse. Where'd you go? There you are. That's escort. Oh, these are cats. They're not rodents, they're cats. Hurry! Don't get caught.
You spot my bluff? I pretended that riddle was hard, but in truth it was obviously an elephant. This time, however, I almost pity you. The answer to my next vexing enigma has eluded the finest minds of a whole generation. Come to me.
Wait, didn't he say there was just supposed to be 3 riddles? Is he changing the rules all of a sudden? There, now we can collect the chalice. Interact with his face a lot. It's hide and seek.
Tolerate the moon and stars, I can't abide the sun. Banish me with torchlight and you'll see me turn and run.
It's a shadow. Tolerate the moon and stars, I can't abide the sun. Banish me with torchlight and you'll see me turn and run. you're just... Yeah, or it's darkness. Dankness. Exactly. It's obviously dankness. If you're dank, you don't get dry during the night, but you do get dry during the day. If you're dank and someone puts a torch to you, then you'll get dry eventually. Of course it's dankness. Has to be. Or ginger people. I guess. Alright, I'm done. Darkness. What's up with this To be entirely honest with you, I never really understood the dank memes thing. Like, how is it slightly damp or slightly wet stuff? How is a meme slightly wet? Really? It's simple. Alright. So explain to the old geezers that doesn't get it. Whee.
Blast you! It took me ages to come up with that darkness one. Very well. Outrageous as it seems, my vast intellect has been matched by your badly decomposed brain. Return at once and I shall give you your prize.
Dank memes is the evolution of internet humor. I guess, something like that.
You think you're so clever, don't you? Here you are, Sir Clever Clogs. I grant you free passage through my maze. Find your own way out.
But I know, like, the surreal memes subreddit. It's like one of the stranger corners of the internet when it comes to like the sheer absurdness of the humor. Like memes is like. Alright, see you around, Morricane, and thank you for stopping by and thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Take care, right? Where the hell's the exit? Like, memes are jokes about jokes, sorta. Or like... what do you call it? Like internal humor between people who doesn't really have any relation to one another. It's like those jokes you have with your friends that doesn't really make any sense, but you understand the joke because you were there for the... Solve this last puzzle and you'll open the secret entrance to the asylum. The town mayor is imprisoned along with the army of madmen. The tank meme is an edgier version of the ironic memes we tout today. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually a pretty good explanation, I'd say.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
Memeology. I remember seeing there was some guy who made a minor in some kind of science, and basically his thesis was called "I Can Has Memes." This was back in the days where like "I Can Has Cheeseburgers" was like the edgiest of memes. And he made an actual like thesis called I can has degree" or something like that. Yeah, before the great meme wars. Yeah, that was back in the days when memes were still like pure. Then the meme wars came and poisoned the well. Yeah, man, I remember the meme wars between the Donald and our Sweden. Jesus, that was brutal. Zombie animation, yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Actually, they deal quite a lot of damage, these dudes. This is pretty impressive for PS1 game to handle this many units. Jesus, the sound system really can't manage this. Jesus, these things do a ton of damage. Oh yeah, the old Rage comics. Jesus, that was a long time ago since I saw one of those. Man, I'm gonna die soon. Here it seems to be pretty decent. Because they don't attack me. don't mind if I do. I simply one-shot them all.
Ah, heck, am I glad to see you. That Zarek tried to force me to hand over the shadow artifact. He means to release the demons from their tomb under the enchanted forest. But I said to him, I said, "You can't touch me, you lanky windbag. I'm the mayor." Aye, that told him. But then he had me locked up in here with all these nutters. Oh, it's been terrible. I haven't managed to get a word of sense out of anyone in weeks. Right. Well, I'll see myself out, thanks. You have a good look around, lad. Zarek's left some stuff lying about that I think you might find useful.
It's another dragon gem. I don't really know what they do. Can I backtrack here? Oh, I came via that door. That's right. Well, that's what he had lying around, I guess. Oh well. So I've gotten to the Hall of Heroes on every stage except that pumpkin, the pumpkin gorge. I don't really feel like trying that one again because it was really boring.
Ah, Herr Fortescue, you are back on the battlefield, yeah? This is good. People say to me, "Stungard, what do you think of this sword or that axe?" But I say to them, "Nein! Modern warfare is a question of science, the science of shields." I think maybe you should take my shield, yeah? It is magic, Herr Fortescue. Some say it is better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I say to use it, this is rubbish! So long as you use it properly, the shield will make you invincible!
Gold shield. Oh. Oh. How far have we gone on my statue? Not far at all. Oh well, we're getting there. I thought I'd get like an indestructible shield, but alas, nope. I wonder what these dragon gems are for. But they seem to be pretty, like, big rewards in and of themselves, since I have to struggle so much to get them. Pools of the Ancient Dead. Sweet para. Congrats.
Cold and dark and reeking of death. We remember an ancient battle fought here between the forces of good and the dark armies of Zarek. Now the marshes are full of the restless dead.
Nice. Against the heavy armor of the knights, don't let them shove you. Mud will never come out. Oh. I don't really like the sound of that. I'll need to use a hammer. Hammer's light. Just a store? Jesus. Oh, you can repair the shield. Nice.
Greetings, stranger. I am the boatman. It is I who ferry lost souls on their final journey to the land of the dead. But oh, have we not met before? Sir Daniel Fortescue. Not you too. Thanks to Zarok's meddlings, I'm up to my eye sockets in lost souls who've woken from the eternal sleep. Business hasn't been this brisk since before they invented sanitation. Look, if you help me to gather up a boatload of 8 lost souls and bring them here, I'll drop you off at the sunken town of Melamede. How's that sound?
Oh. Right. Where'd I do that? I wonder if I can make this jump here. I don't think so. Like, where else am I supposed to? Oh, look there. That one wasn't there before. Where are these lost souls? Is this one of them? Nope. It's just an enemy. I don't even know what I'm looking for. That's probably one of them. Fuck. platforming in this game isn't fun at all. Platforming is definitely not the best thing it brings to the table. Okay, read this. Having this club probably helps immensely. Right, so voting has opened. Shall we continue to play MediEvil? Get your votes in, folks. Get your opinions in. These democratic rights are yours. Hey, 88 is here too. Oh, the log. How do I get across here? That's a pretty long jump. Ugh. Alright, safe. That thing is probably quite good to pick up. MediEvil. Yeah, I'm pretty glad I was. Fuck! I was just about to say, I'm pretty glad I wasn't around for that explosion. Then I fell down. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I won't begin playing Commander Keen today. It's too late. It's too late, so I'll pick that one up on Sunday. Oh, yeah, that's going on already. I'll end the stream here regardless. Actually, I need to end for the day. I play until 11 o'clock on weekdays. Shit! No! Oh my! A draw? Yep, draw means continues around here. I'll finish this stage and then I'll go to bed. That's something people actually ask about quite a lot. Why does draws means continue? And I've chosen to do it that way based off like the severity of the outcome. Something getting voted out is much more severe consequence than something getting voted to stay. If you vote to stay, something stays around for 4 to 5 more minutes, but if it's voted out, we might see it for weeks. We might not even see it ever again. Hence why I've chosen to go with a path that voting a draw vote means I will continue playing. Yes, everyone knows why I've chosen to go that path. Yeah, like I agree. I think it makes sense too, but I've been questioned on that choice before a few times. Commands? I don't know. Like, it's hard to tell where we are PB, like. I mean, I don't even know. Stages don't have numbers. Why is this jump so difficult? Jeez, it's so not worth going over here. I think we've down like 3 bosses or something like that. But it's hard to tell. Oh, that was close. Exactly. We think we've defeated 3 bosses. I'm not sure. And I mean, some of them might have been optional. I don't know. Fuck! Man, this crossbow here is prime repeating crossbow. It is really strong. I need to get to 100 so I can grab that chalice. I don't know where I can find enemies. It's pretty annoying that finding enemies is like one of the bigger challenges in this game from time to time. And the fact that not every enemy grants souls. Did I kill it? 97. I need to kill like 1 or 2 enemies more. Get the chalice. Ah, there we go. No. Freaking cowards. Hey, chalice can now be collected. Sweet. So to make my way back there without dying too many times. I must say, this game is pretty cool, I think. Hello. Yes, hello. Right, I have them all now. Dude.
How gracious of them. Makes a change to meet a polite young skeleton after dealing with those filthy zombie types. Hop aboard.
Cookie. Chocolate chipped cookies.
Courses for this guy. I bet money you be back pushing old daisies by now. Hey, I have something here for you. You like it very much? You want?
That's so... But money actually have some use now that I've found the shops, so... Right, we'll save here and then we'll end for the day. Oh. It has been a productive day, I must say. Remember to both save and save state. Yeah. Don't worry, I've learned from that one.